What is up, my friends? Thank you for coming back for my second episode of the day, this time with some Clash Royale. I have a deck that I'm featuring from our friend iGrowDro, and that deck is being shown right on the screen right now. He's using this in Arena 7. We're looking at the Valkyrie, the Bomber, the Hog Rider, one of his favorite cards, the Miner, the Goblin, the Royal Giant, the Zap, and the Poison Spell. This deck is costing an average of 3.5 elixir. So it's not a cheap deck, it's not a fast cycle deck, but it is not crazy high. And as we're going to see in the gameplay in a moment, it's very effective. Now, this deck does not yet have a name, so I'm going to have this one be coined by the viewers. So basically, watch the replay, look at the deck, and think of what you would like to call this deck. What would you like the name to be? Leave your answer in the comment section below. I'll choose my favorite, and that is what we will name this deck, and it'll be announced on Twitter and blasted out through the socials. So let's get into the replay, my friends. Here we go. We have iGrowDro on top, and the opponent is on the bottom. So let's see how he starts this out. He's really going to be using that Royal Giant as the tanking troop with some nice range shooting down some of these towers. Nice defensive fireball right there, but there's the Royal Giant with the Hog leading the attack, just picking away at that left-hand tower. Royal Giant with a lot of health can take a beating and really beat up that tower before much happens. The poison spell is being used to help on offense by iGrowDro. Bomber is a huge card with this deck. It really takes care of, hordes of troops coming in for very little elixir cost. Here comes the Miner on the left, slapping his shovel against that tower. Again, doing some nice damage. And taking down the tower and slapping the King Tower a bit as well. We're going to wait for some elixir to build. Looks like the defender, or our opponent, is dropping his P.E.K.K.A. With the Bomber in front, iGrowDro, smart move, my friend. Royal Giant and Hog turns that P.E.K.K.A. around, so the P.E.K.K.A. is not even going to yet attack that tower of his on the left. And the Hog is just beating up the King Tower, really knocking its health points down. Bomber being used effectively again, killing the majority of the barbs, and taking more than half of the health out of the P.E.K.K.A. Defender was anticipating troops on the P.E.K.K.A., which never came. Alright, looks like iGrowDro is getting ready with another Royal Giant push. Wait for some elixir. Here we go. It's getting the shots. In comes the Miner underneath, slapping his shovel against the King Tower. Is he going to take it down? Yes, he is. There it goes. Well played. Very nice deck. Nice and strong. That tanking Royal Giant is a beast. And that's the deck, my friends. So as I said before, I'd love it if you guys can come up with some creative names for this deck. Leave it in the comments below. I can't wait to figure out what we're going to call this one. I'm going to leave iGrowDro's information from Twitter in the description below. I suggest you check him out. He's got some fantastic decks. He's a great guy. Worth taking a moment, following him, and getting a little discussion going with him. Again, guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming back every single day, sometimes twice a day for my content. I appreciate it. Until next time, be good.